Joel Embiid is back.
Yes, he is.
They won 2 very important games. They beat the Miami Heat, which we watched on playback.tv/enjoy b-ball. Come and show out with us. And they also beat the OKC Thunder, which is like, yeah, no shade, no J-Dub. But hey, 2 games in, he's looked pretty decent.
He's looked good. You could definitely tell his lungs aren't fully there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of why, like, going into the playoffs is going to be very interesting to see, like, how he plays out throughout a playoff game. Because, like, when you come into playoff time, minutes supposed to ramp up when you're, like, the star player. He's definitely not in no condition to ramp up his minutes. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they play that out.
So they're a game and a half out of the 6th seed.
Which is the Pacers, right?
That's the Pacers. But they're still the 8th seed. They still got to get over Miami, who won last night. And then the Pacers also won last night, too. So
if I'm them, I really want to play the Bucks in the first round.
Really? Over playing like the Cavs or the Magic in the first round? I think
defensively the Bucks.
I'd rather take my chances with the Cavaliers.
That's what I mean.
The way they playing right now
is just because since the break the Cavs have been like 10 and 14.
But I'm just trying to avoid the Celtics in the first round, and I think it's more realistic for them to probably get to that 2 seed.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
not to the 2 seed, to the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I see.
We gonna see how just like ready Joel Embiid is, like shape wise, when we get to the playoffs. But when I seen him come back and I seen the way he was playing, I was thinking to myself, damn. That could have been a blessing in disguise. They had that long period of time where they struggled, and they looked like they started to figure a little bit out before he came back. Tyrese Maxey definitely turned it up a notch again, too. And you've seen some of the other players. So them kind of getting that experience while he was out, I feel like it's going to help him when it comes playoff times because they're a little bit more just like solidified without him in a sort of sense.
That's always my approach with injuries and things like that. That's why, we'll get to that. But I was a big person that was like, I view the Sixers different if he come back now versus at the start of the playoffs. Because, he is gas, but he's going to have rust. Not in the sense of where he's just going to be garbage or miss every shot, but you know what I mean? It's just, you got to get back.
Fluid
he
on
does.
The court.
But you got to get back into your playing, you know what I mean? Your playing peak. And if you can do that with the last 7-8 games of the year, I'll take that versus throwing them in a fire at the start of a playoff series or the play-in. So I'm actually happy and feeling good for the 76ers, to be able to get this little short window of games where he can, get himself back going, whether it's just his win, whether, it's a certain amount of shot attempts, seeing some double teams in real time. It's very different in real time against real coverage versus like rehab practices and, what I mean, 3-on-3 runs and everything like that. This is good, and to get the team reacclimated because he has been out for a stretch, and they have missed him. But when you start to get cohesion without playing with somebody who takes 20+ shots a game, it's good to be able to get a chance to get him back in there.
And Kelly Oubre is playing some of his best basketball right now, so maybe now you're going into the playoffs where he got a rhythm, Maxey got a rhythm, Joel now finally got his lungs going, and now you just look like one of the most dangerous teams out east.
What's up with DeAnthony Melton?
No idea. It says a back injury.
He's been out for a very long time.
But they didn't say what the back injury was.
I'm sure they have said it, but back injuries can be
back injuries
something that takes a very long time.
It take a long time to recover.
Yeah,
and it's easy to re-aggravate too.
Yeah, I think he's so important that like even with Joel Embiid back, if there's no DeAnthony Melton, I'm not confident in his team making a run.
That's crazy.
Because Buddy Hield can't fill that void is what we're seeing. Because the last game we just watched to him against the Heat, he was awful.
Yeah.
So awful.
Making threes.
I think he played like 10 minutes maybe or something like that, where like Nick Nurse is like, man, we know we traded for you for spacing and that you're one of the best off-ball players ever, but Lord knows you're not doing nothing. And if he's not making shots, he's not contributing.
That's probably the underrated part with DeAnthony is his ability to hit them threes.
And his defense.
No, I was going to say, we know that. I thought that was the well-known thing about DeAnthony Melton, but the way I think he's been around 40%, if not 40% on the year from three.
No, I think the thing is the fact that he can defend because Buddy Hield can make the threes, but Buddy Hield can't do shit for you if he ain't making threes. Something I saw, Embiid has attempted more free throws than Jokic did this year, despite
missing
Jokic playing twice as many games.
That
420 to 413.
It don't. Because, I mean, those free throw numbers for those top like
throws,
guys like Joel Embiid, James. Do y'all remember when James Harden was leading the league in free throws and it wasn't even like close?
Yeah.
Like he was like almost 2 times as much.
I seen this somewhere and one of the comments says, crazy, Harden has more free throws made than field goals for his career.
Stuff like that. It's just like,
that just blew my damn mind. That just blew my mind.
That's what the dude said on it. He said, I've heard this so many times, but I've never checked. That's effing wild.
Yeah, I'm triple
The
checking
dude
that. 'cause-
fact checked it,
Oh my god!
and he shows you the different amount. I just cut it off on the screenshot I had. But
that's similar
he
to like
fact-checked.
the Kawhi has more steals in
steals
his
than
career than
fouls.
fouls. Like that's such a ridiculous
crazy.
number.
But
It makes
James
no
Harden
sense.
did go through a stretch of just like he also used to get fouled on the 3-point line a lot in his prime. So like it was a lot of times where he would get 3 free throws in a possession versus getting 1 field goal.
It's like 10 off. It's like 10 off.
Yeah.
So like by the end of his career, he'll probably have more field goals made because he's not
sure.
getting to the foul line as much.
That's still crazy.
But
though.
his
Yeah.
prime, we talking
What was it,
almost
like 13
900
free
free throw attempts in a season. 900
Yeah.
free throw attempts in a season.
And
And if you're
Jokic
making
is a
85% of them, that's
Jokic is a center in the trenches shooting 400 in a year.
yeah. Wow.
Jokic also plays a different style. Like he is in the
He's a
trenches.
big man, man.
He
He's a
is,
big
but
man.
he also does a lot of work like at the top of the key, like in that mid post where he is passing.
That's not where James Harden was at
No,
too.
but James
At the top of
Harden
the
was
key.
like da. Like he's so decisive and like crafty with his movements. Jokic isn't really doing what James Harden was doing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But he's doubling his free throw attempt.
I think it's more so
Even Embiid,
If-
when he
if
said
Jokic
900
kinda
in a
like
year,
did
he
yeah.
said 900 a year. These dudes are shooting 400. I mean, based off the rate, Joel Embiid
Joel
would have shot
Embiid-
a lot
yeah,
more.
he would've shot a lot more.
But damn, that's still kind of crazy. But that's the point of it. It's like it's crazy.
I'm trying to think if
Michael Jordan had a season where he almost put up 1,000 free throws, by the way. 972 free throws his third year of his career.
Jokic
What
tried
about
to do
LeBron?
the same thing. Well,
Has LeBron ever had that much?
I wouldn't even
No.
say like necessarily flop all the way because I guess all players flop and went in their own way. But it's just like Joel does a lot of extra for the calls.
He does. He does.
And so
He really does.
if Jokic did the same thing, I would imagine he probably would shoot a couple more a game.
No, yeah, I'm not advertising for Jokic to do that.
No,
Like,
yeah.
that
It's
shit
just
is
I don't know.
silly.
It's just different. It's different play styles. So I do.
I also
agree
don't
with
like
him
Embiid
and
doing
all
it
those
because
things.
he sells it so much that
I just don't.
he be on the flow. Like,
what
bro,
makes it the
don't
worst
get
is
hurt.
when
it ain't work.
What makes it worse is when it doesn't work.
Yeah,
when he
that
takes
looks
a
silly.
terrible possession or a terrible shot, thinking he about to get a foul,
For sure.
and it just looks bad.
Yeah.
You know, that James Harden season is not that high on the list when I look at most free throw attempts in a season.
So I'm guessing Jordan has had more.
Jordan had that one season I just referred to. That was eighth. Wilt Chamberlain got 6 of the first 7.
Oh,
Makes
shit.
sense.
He had
Makes sense.
1,300 free throw attempts in a season. The 61,
Couldn't be
62
stopped,
years.
and he was bad at free throws.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
Shaq is on that list.
Shaq is tied at number 8.
Bad
yes,
at
yes,
free
he
throws.
is. Jerry West is smushed in the middle of there. Charles Barkley had a
Who?
season. Jerry
Jerry
West.
Boy had that whistle. He said, "Don't touch him."
One day he's going to be the logo.
Yeah. It's that Oscar Robinson that just touched him. That's 2 fouls.